Alright, hello. So in this video, straight to the point, I want to show you how to plot the F and R zone. Now, to trade gold profitably, you need to understand that gold is a very volatile pair, right? And to be able to get the directional bias and be so accurate, you need a proven and a tested strategy. That's why I'm showing the F and R zone. It has been proven and tested over the years. Shout out to my mentor, Samuel Tochi. He has done very well on this strategy. It's one of a kind. So without wasting of time, I'll go straight to the point. I'll share my screen and I'm going to teach you how to plot these zones, how to take entries and exit with the confluences you need to look out for. So let's go straight to the chart. All right, so I believe you can see my screen, right? So let me just set a timer real quick so I won't take much time. So maximum, I want to take like 10 to 15 minutes for this class because I believe in simplicity, right? I believe in simplicity a lot. Okay, so I have max of 15 minutes. So in the next 15 minutes, just pay attention. So first of all, gold moves in wave patterns. Now, there are three major wave patterns I'll be teaching you on this particular video. Then probably next time I'll be breaking them down more. And there's this fourth one, but I don't think I'm going to share it now. So the first wave pattern is when we are in an uptrend. So the market, gold creates moves in patterns, wave patterns. So the first pattern is the one we see in an uptrend, right? Same thing with when we are in a downtrend. So when we are in a downtrend, we have opposite of what you are seeing right now. Now, if you have been following my mentor Sametochi, you notice that this is all he preaches. It's a simple strategy. This strategy is one of the easiest strategy out there. Now, you don't need to know the whole, like I say, we have 4 wave patterns. You don't even need to know all of them to be profitable. Now, if you turn this upside down, we have the other one for the sell when we're in a downtrend, right? Now, this one, where the market goes back to retest previous zones. Now, this strategy is a break and retest strategy. That's one of the things I want you to understand. Now, for the second wave pattern, I'm just checking my time. The second wave pattern, we have something like this. They went up and came back, goes up and rejected again. Then if you see this kind of pattern, let me just go ahead and mark this out. So instead of price coming here to take out this high, right, to retest it, you see what happened? It refused to break and it came back, creating like a double bottom here. In this kind of situation, we are expecting a massive breakout, a massive one. Okay, so this is the second wave pattern. And for the third one, let me just go ahead and, okay, I think I should leave it. So for the third wave pattern, I want it to still be in the screen so you can take screenshots or something like that. The third wave pattern is maybe when the market wants to change trend and start consolidating, something like that. Instead of retesting here, like this other two, it will come down, right? Then your take profit shouldn't be beyond this high here. Now that's for the second wave pattern. So let me just go ahead and mark out the zones like so. Okay. So you see what happened here? The market, it didn't reverse from this point where it normally should reverse. Like look at these zones we have here. See the point of interest. Now remember, this F and R zone is a break and retest strategy. It works so much on break and retest. So you see, it came back here and retested it twice. Then we had a crazy push to the upside. Meanwhile, for this one, it retested it once. Then we have a crazy push, then another retracement to this one. Then it's going to push up. Now, there's what we call impulsive and corrective move. When the market impulsive, corrective, impulsive, corrective, impulsive. If we're in an uptrend, you want to be waiting for the impulsive moves to the upside. Meanwhile, if we're in a downtrend, you want to be waiting for the impulsive moves. And you enter this impulsive move from every correction. Now, this strategy shows us where to take our corrections from, where to enter our impulsive moves from. So we are 3 minutes into the strategy now. This is a correction, then we take an impulsive, and all of a sudden the market came back. Now let's say, for example, you were in this trade, let's say for example you're in this market like this, and you took your buy from here, your buy, like you went long here, and maybe you're targeting something like this, and all of a sudden the market came down. Now, one of the things I love about the F&R zones is that with this strategy, if you really know how to trade it, you don't have to trade gold with a very big stop loss with this strategy. Now, let's say you took your entry from here. You see, you're already in profit, and all of a sudden the market came down to your entry. So you entered from here, and all of a sudden the market is here again. You can enter for a second entry here, but your take profits should not be beyond this zone, because the market may start consolidating or change direction. All right. So for the second wave pattern, the third wave pattern rather, it's for consolidation. So maybe I'm going to put screenshots of the three wave patterns here, so you can just take a screenshot. So I hope you understood everything I've just explained. Let me go ahead and delete this, so I'll show you in a plain chart. All right. So now, to plot your F&R zones, So to plot the F&R zones, you need to find, now the F&R zone stands for frequency and recency. Frequency and recency, like the most frequent zones and the most recent zones. Now, if you want to plot the F&R zone, from the left-hand side, like from this area to this side, is our frequent zones. I mean, these are zones that have been there for a very long time. All right. Now, from the right-hand side, you want to plot your recent zones. Now, there's a way we draw the F&R zones on gold. We don't just plot them anywhere. No, we plot them on key levels, which are F&R zone. But you want to plot them on the body of the candle, Oh my God. So you want to plot them on the body of the candle. So let's say, for example, if you notice what's happening here, see, just watch this. The market came down, went up, then there was this corrective move, then impulsive again, and see what happened. When it came to retest this neckline, right? And what happened? It went up. Did you see that? So it's exactly, so it's supposed to come back to this neckline to test it, but what did it do? It created another one here, went up and took it out. Now, what am I saying here? We now have like another zone forming here. So once a market start taking out lows, it means the trend is about to change, or we are now going to the downtrend. But when it start taking out high, if gold should come back here, let me just go ahead and delete this. I'm not doing a market analysis. I want to just show you, right? So how to plot the F&R zone? You plot it on the body of the candle, not on the wick. You plot it on the body. So for example, like here, if I want to plot on this high, instead of plotting on the wick, I'll plot on the body. Another way of doing this is to change it to a line chart, right? Change it to a line chart so that it be more accurate. This is one of the things I did to master how to plot, and change it back to your normal candles. Then you see that you are very accurate. Now, time frames. Let me go straight to time frames. I believe if you have any question, you can just ask me, and I'm going to do well to reply every question in the comment below. Okay. Time frames, top-down analysis. So if you want to do our top-down analysis as a day trader, first of all, we divide it into two. We have the long-term view and the short-term view. Now I'm a day trader, and I'm teaching you in terms of a day trader, right? Now the weekly and the daily, we have the weekly. These are the time frames we pay attention to. Then we have the daily. Now these two time frames are for long-term view, long-term. So in long term, or in the farthest future, like in the future, what is going to be doing? We want to be paying attention to these two time frames. Now, if we want to look at current or the moves we can catch now, we'll pay attention to the 4 hours and the 1 hour time frame for current and recent, for current trend and recent trend. All right. So now if I go to the weekly time frame, I want to just show you how to do it. Let me delete everything again because of those marker there. So if I come to the, now before you call a zone, two candles must have closed in one direction. For example, this is the weekly time frame. You see this sell happened, then another sell candle took place. So we can call this a zone. Now I can plot my zone here, right? Boom. So I have a high. Now where is my low? Now there's what we call the one candlestick retracement, the reversal pattern, and all of that. We are 9 minutes into this video already, so we have approximately 6 minutes to round up. So anywhere I stop, I'm going to continue my next video because I want to make this video as short as possible. Now, this is our high, so we need to plot a low. Now, this is the the recent zone. Now, we don't have business with all these places. They have business with the frequency and the recency. Now, if you look at, there's a candlestick here. There's what we call the one candlestick retracement, reversal pattern, and indecision. Now, the market is likely going to come here and start going back up, right? In another video, I'm going to teach you of these candlesticks, but don't bother yourself for now. Just subscribe to this channel so that once I drop the next video, and turn on post notification so you get notified once the next video drops. All right. Now, if you observe what I'm saying here, you notice that this zone is very valid. Let's change it to a line chart again. Is very valid, so we can just adjust this to fit in, or we can keep it here, because you notice there's a M pattern here and we'll keep it on the neckline. So let's change it back to candles. Okay, so that is where it is. So if this market should push up to this area without breaking it, then we are expecting a short to where? Here. Remember, we are in the daily and the weekly, right? Which I told you is for long term. So I'm going to explain that in a short while. So in like 4 to 5 minutes, I'll be wrapping up this video. I'm almost done. Now, in the daily time frame, I have a low here. I have another low here, right? So these are low for the first time frame. Now we can go ahead and give these zones names so that we'll be able to, you go to text, settings, text, let's turn on text, then we change it to middle and center, then we click on OK. So we want to change the name so we'll know where the zones are coming from. So this zone here is coming from the weekly time frame. Okay, it's coming from the weekly time frame. I don't know why it didn't work. Let me do it again. So it's coming from the weekly time frame. Change the settings to middle. Once I change it, it should just work. I don't know why the first one didn't work. Okay, so now you can see. So in case I go to the 1 hour time frame, I'll know the zone that this one is coming from. The time frame this zone is coming from. And this is still on the this one is still on the weekly. It's still on the weekly time frame. Now I think I made a mistake here. This is on the daily, not weekly. Okay, let me go to settings and make it daily. All right, that's it. So we are basically expecting gold to do something like this. Either to come back and drop, then we'll put our first take profit here. And if it doesn't hold here, then gold is coming here. Then maybe to start going up or to break. I believe you understand. Okay. Now I'm not going to delete these zones. Let's go to the first time frame and plot our F and R zones again. Now, if you notice, I'm plotting from the recent ones. I don't have business with past zones. Where I will need the past zones, maybe when I want to check out for key levels and all of that. So we have a high here. Remember, two candles closing direction, we can call it a high. So I'll drop this here. I'm going to name it. I'm going to name it 4 hours. So we know it's on the first time frame. Now we have a low. We have another low here. I'm going to name it. Now I'm naming these things because once I go to the smaller time frame, I may not know the zone is coming from. And the stronger the zone, the bigger the time frame, the stronger the zone, right? So in the 1 hour time frame, we'll notice that there is this high is here. So let me just go ahead and change the name to 1 hour because they are very close, but let's make use of the 1 hour zone. Now I'm going to use my trend line to mark out this neckline here because gold respects zones a lot. So you may not get to this point, but it may get to this and start dropping. Now we have a high here, we have our low here, sorry, but there's a one candle here, but let me just keep the low here. Then I also like to plot my trend line tool there. Sorry guys, I know this thing is tiny. Let me go ahead and increase it so you see what I'm doing. Let me go ahead and increase. So remember, you can ask me any question. My IG link will still be in the description in case. My IG is Henry_G on IG, so you can ask me any question there in case you are not comfortable to drop your question in the comment. So basically, what we are waiting for now is market to come to this point or to this point, then we'll sell. But overall, remember I told you the weekly and the daily is for long term. So you see, once the market comes to this place and it wants to drop, where are we expecting it to drop to? Where are we expecting it to drop to? Where are we expecting it to drop to? Here or here? So let's say we want to short this market from here. Okay, it's 15 minutes, so maybe we'll just take 1 extra minute. So first take profit here and second take profit here. Guys, this is 3,000 pips. So it's long term. So you can be going in and out as a day trader, but as swing trader, you can just hold, right? Then your stop loss will be like a little bit above this. So this 162 pips to catch 3,000 pips. I love the F&R zone strategy. 1:20 risk to reward, right? Crazy. Let me go ahead and show you. Now, if your zone is from the 1 hour time frame, your next take profit should be, let's say the market is reacting 1 hour zone. Your next take profit should be in the next 1 hour zone. For example, I told you, if this market comes here and wants to drop, where am I going to keep my first take profit? Here, then here. Okay, easy. So let's say this market goes up and it respects here or here. Where am I going to put my first take profit? First take profit is here. Second take profit is here. Then if it's from the 4 hour zone, I'll take, let's say it comes to this place and it wants to go up. We have our 4 hour zone somewhere around here. All right, so that's it guys on this video. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to use the entry, how to spot your entry. So this video basically was just on how to plot your F and R zones. I hope you gained value, and until next time guys, make sure you like, share, subscribe. All right, subscribe and turn on post notification so when next I post the next video, you'll be able to get. And for all my students in forex zone watching this video, once you finish watching the video, come to my DM or to the group. Just let me know you finished watching, and if you have any question, go ahead and ask me. So until next time guys, make sure you win and let's meet at the top. Bye.